What's up, SOI fam? Welcome back to another video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to y'all post notifications so I get notified every time we post. Today, we got a 2016 Nissan Maxima in for a brake light replacement. Um, so I'm gonna give you guys some tools you're gonna need beforehand. I like to tend to wear gloves. So if you don't want to wear gloves, you can. If you don't need to. So you need some gloves. You need a flathead. You don't have to be this young big, but you're gonna need a flathead. If you don't have a trim removal tool, so I got this type one, and then I also got one like this. So if you don't have this, flathead. But if you do have these, then you can use something like that. And you're gonna need an 8mm socket, an 8mm socket or a wrench. I'm gonna say that. Preference wise, I would say socket. But if you don't have a socket, 8mm wrench, a wrench, a wrench, not wrench, wrench. A socket, 8mm socket or 8mm wrench. Right. So that's what the tools you're gonna need to. And then you're gonna need your light bulb. I typically like to do LED bulbs, but my client just wanted the regular halogen bulbs back in. So you can go to your nearest part store, or you can get like Amazon or something. Whatever, Amazon, you can do Amazon, or you can go to your nearest part store. And if you're doing this beforehand, and this is your one car drive, go to your nearest part store, give them the year of your car, and they should be able to get you a bulb. I am going to show you how the bulb is looking. Don't know what I did with the bulb. But you don't touch the headlight, the bulb with your bare hands. The oils on your hands, they're not good for light. So don't touch that like that. So yeah, we about to jump into this video. I'm gonna show you guys how to replace the brake light. It could be the brake light and the turnstile, and it should be mimic on the other side. Right now I'm doing the passenger side. It should be the same thing on the driver's side too. You have to do the same thing on the driver's side too. The only thing that's probably typically easy to look like is the replacement car is the reverse light, which is on the trunk area. So this is gonna be the passenger side brake light. I'm doing the brake. I'm just gonna go ahead and do both of them. I do suggest as you do all this, you might as well just replace both of them at the same time, and that way you just you keep your fresh rotations, right? So your brake light and your turnstile signal light, you got to pull your light up. So let's get into it, you guys. This is just quick so you know what you need before you start. Alright, SI fam. So today, we have a 2016 Nissan Maxima back in here for a brake light change. So I believe it's this light right here. I actually had a bulb already, from the Infinity. Let me know. Make sure I'm getting nothing out of the customer car in here. So I already had a bulb from my Infinity. Y'all see this? Oh, my bad. I already had a bulb from the Infinity. So we're gonna go ahead and take the tabs out and get ready to change the light in here. Alright, SR fam. So it is a tab right here. I took these three out over here. Let me see, focus. Oh y'all. Let me. Okay. It's a tag right here. Right here. Right here. That's three right there, right? One right there. And then flip the camera over. Hope y'all can see this. There's one right here that I also took out. I took that one out. And then you come and you got the pull, y'all. You have got the pull to get access. Like, you got the pull. So I'm about to set the camera down so I can go ahead and pull this all the way back so I can get access to the 4 bolts in the actual light, so we can take the light out and get the new brake light in. Alright, SI fam. So you have to take this. Let me just demount this from the camera real quick. So for tabs, you have one right here. I went ahead and took this tab out just in the safe side, but I don't really think you gotta take this one out. But you got 3 tabs right here, one right here, one right there, one right there, and then I did pop out this tab up here. Hope you guys can see, but it's a tab right here, right where the trunk thing is at. and then you have to tear this apart, Velcro. So you just pull it back, and you really gotta. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Right now, you got to pull this back, bro. You got to really pull this back, and then you get the access to these two bolts right here, and then the rest look like it's just clamps on. But I can tell you right now, 8mm bolts. I want to see. We gonna make sure. Yeah, you got. There's just two 8mm bolts right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to pull that out. Go ahead and take that out. Take these out, and then I'll put the camera back on, because like I said, this is a very, very tight space right here, and I'm gonna work it out like that. All right, that's all I found. So I took a trim remover tool, this right here, and I worked my way around it. It's two 8mm bolts. It's two 8mm bolts right here. Right here, 1, 2. And then you take if you don't have a trim removal tool, you can definitely use a fat head, but you just want to be careful because you do have your paint right here, but you just want to kind of work it around and pull it out. So once you pull it out, this is gonna be your two lights right here, and then one is gonna be your turnstile light. So alright, that's all I found. So once you pull the headlight out, the light out, you got your two bulbs. One is a brake light, one is a turn signal. Since I already got this out, I'm gonna go ahead and replace both of these for my client. So you twist them. So you replace both. I'm gonna just go ahead and replace both of these. But if you actually look, you see that this one is a little. You can see it's burnt out. Just you can see it burnt. Focus, focus, focus. I don't know if you can see it, but it is burnt. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that. You're gonna pull it straight on out. That changed my gloves, y'all. Yeah, you can see that it's burnt. You can see that it's burnt. So yeah, you want to go ahead and change that. So I'm gonna go ahead and snap this new bulb in real quick. And I always will tell you, see the new bulb is in. So you gonna sit here. So you can sit here and you can sit here and twist it like so, like that. So you got that twisted like that. I'm gonna go ahead and replace this one too. And then always you wanna like get if you got somebody else out, you wanna have them push the brakes to test it out. If not, then I'm gonna set this like this. I gotta go with the other bulb. If not, then you gonna want yeah, this one. See, this one is, if you look closely at this one is gonna end up blowing out, because I can see the little burnt marks right here. So it's gonna eventually end up blowing out. So just go ahead and replace this one too. So I'm gonna replace this one. I'm gonna go grab the bulb really, really quick. But I would say go ahead and replace both of them. If you take the light out, go ahead and replace both of them at the same time. And then that way you just when the other one blow out, you ain't gotta worry about it. You got two fresh new bulbs at the same time. So yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab another bulb, put that in, and then twist it back, test it real good. And then once I test it, go ahead and snap everything back in. Alright, that's how I feel. So I just changed this one. I'm gonna put it in and turn it, and it's secured. So when you go to take it out, turn it, pull it out. Now if you haven't done this before, it might be a little bit tough. So just take your time and don't try to break the tabs. So what I'm gonna do now is set the lights. You want to make sure you slide it. When you go back to put it in, it's this open tab right here. So you want to make sure you slide it in. Don't lock nothing down yet. As you can see, I got a little bulge right here, so it's not pushed all the way in. So I'm gonna push that in real quick. Alright. So we got it situated. We got it back in. Again, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna like completely push it all the way in and tighten everything down. So I'm going to test it real quick. So yeah, I'm about to go ahead and test it real quick, you guys. I do recommend you guys probably look into like LED bulbs. You could commonly find those on Amazon. I think Walmart may have them sometimes, but I personally buy all my LED bulbs from Amazon. I just kind of type in the year, the model of the car I got, and I look it up. And then it's also good to reference like find your bulb, how your bulb look before you actually order it. Make sure you don't order the wrong thing. I've done that before. So now we are